Back with another Fuck Sports Media. Your host, tallest nigga in the building, one of my famous co-hosts.
Kels, man. Back to get y'all some knowledge, man.
So right off the bat, because I know you're a hibachi fan.
Yes,
So
sir.
Gil, he was with Giannis, and Giannis was telling him how he's going to work out with Hakeem Olajuwon. Then he found out Hakeem Olajuwon charges $50K
Mhm.
for workouts. So Gil proceeded to say is nobody wants that Olajuwon skyhook. Why is he charging $50K? First of all, who wants to learn some moves from somebody that did those in the 90s? He hasn't been good since the 90s. And he doesn't know none of the 2000 moves. And then he says, who are you going to do these 90s moves like work with? Wimbiana. So my question is to you is, we forget about past moves, and should we forget about how the game was played in the past because we are in the upper 2000s and the game has changed?
I wouldn't say we have to forget about it. Like I see what Gil's saying, just because like it's a different type of game. Like how many people we see they pass it to them, let them post up and do work. We don't see it no more. That don't mean that it can't work in today's game. Um, I mean, what I take from it is Giannis trying to add something to his game. You know what I'm saying? He trying to add. He feel like he can still run by people and do whatever, but maybe he feel like he need to add more because his athleticism is fleeting, or he just want to add more to just have more versatility to his game. So like we all know that Giannis just strength wise, heart wise, that's what makes him like unguardable how he is. So if he was to throw a couple post moves, he was really get his post moves down pat, throw a couple post moves, post hooks, post fades, um, up and unders, head fakes, all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Or even just start just bodying somebody in the post, like that's like why not? You know what I'm saying? That might not be the focal point of his game, but just having a little bit of that. Like I see what Gil was saying, like when Bayana, like he could just overpower him. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a few people that he could overpower, you know what I'm saying? But like why not just add a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, to your game? As far as the 50K, Olajuwon, you know what I'm saying, he getting that money. Cause I don't know how long is that, how long he training him for that 50K? Is that a 1 day thing, a 1 week thing? Is it for
It wasn't specified, but I'm assuming it's probably for a couple of days.
so let's say
Probably
a
like
week. Let's say he
probably
trained
like
with
a
him
week.
for a week. All right, 50K for a week. Um
I'm taking that. Even if I don't got it, I'm taking that. But I'm gonna let you finish before I go.
what you mean you taking that you Olajuwon taking that, or you
Nah, if
or
I'm if I'm if I,
Giannis?
if I'm Giannis or if I got a kid that like that's nice and I want him to get better, and if I could find that 50K, I'm paying that 50K.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
paying that
Nah, same
50K.
thing. Like the Gil saying like he should say that 50K. First of all, we know Giannis got millions. He ain't worried about the 50K, right? Um Olajuwon, get your money, my G. I hope Marvin, you know what I'm saying? But like, nah, if I'm Giannis, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm learning something from him, bro. It can only help, bro. If it don't help, he's still Giannis, right? Like it's not gonna hurt him. It ain't gonna hurt him. So it can only help. So why not? Why not learn from him, bro? Why not learn from him?
I I hate this statement. I hate this statement just because where basketball is at now, it's kind of you saying because they played in the 90s and we in the 2000s, that basketball don't mean nothing. And that basketball came with nothing but fundamentals. So my first point is who won MVP last year?
Uh,
Jokic, right?
Jokic, yeah.
No. I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
no,
sorry.
no. Jokic ain't winning.
Embiid,
It's
Embiid, Embiid,
Embiid. Yeah,
Embiid, right? Embiid.
yeah.
And no, hate to use comparisons, but Olajuwon isn't his comparison like box.
Olajuwon.
But so boom. Then the year before that, Jokic won it, right?
Mhm.
take away the moves. Like, let's take away the moves because I think this is where Gil's going wrong. He's looking at a move aspect, like the dream shake and all of that. But when you go and break down Hakeem Olajuwon's game, it's about his footwork. It's not about
Position.
the moves, it's the footwork you're learning.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Embiid and Jokic are MVPs just off the simple they have footwork. So when they do catch it in the post, their footwork is so elite. They're doing moves, they're doing that me and you was taught, but because the game is so watered down, their footwork looks so amazing. Jokic, what he's doing, look like he's so much fundamentally better than
Mm-hmm.
what we ever seen because the game is so watered down. We don't have guys
Big men don't
using
got yeah.
footwork
They don't got post
75% of the
moves.
game, 80% of the game. We don't got guys using footwork. So when
Big men
guys
don't
do
got
use
post
footwork,
moves no more. Yeah.
so it's like when Gil makes a statement, it's it's stupid to me because one is Hakeem Olajuwon. You cannot Hakeem Olajuwon could play right now in the NBA and still average 10 points at 60 years old. Just with his fundamentals, because as we know as basketball players, certain things don't leave you. Certain just fundamentals just don't leave your game.
Mm-hmm.
So just little things like you could go to the free throw line and still knock down free throws because it's still in you.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, when he's 70, he's still gonna be able to knock down a 3-point shot because
Mm-hmm.
it's fundamentals. So I just feel like when you make statements like this and younger kids that's just now getting into basketball or don't know too much about basketball, want to play basketball, they just gonna think, you know what? Let me not look at the old footage because Gil, somebody that's on a podcast, because these kids know some of the NBA players for their podcast and don't even know about their game. They don't know about Gil game. And we know for a fact, for Gil saying this, I know for a fact Gil went back and studied older players' moves
Oh
and
yeah, for
game
sure.
tapes.
For
So
sure.
and Gil, you're a 2000 player. Like you're a 2000s player. So I
See, but
know
he be exaggerating, and that's why like sometimes he go off on his tangents, and like you said, it's bad for the little kids watching, the younger dudes watching, because they taking him all the way 100% serious when he trying to make a slight point, but he go overboard trying to make that slight point. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like you gotta take him with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Gil got a great mind for the game, but when he go on his tangents, like he go overboard to prove his point. Like what Gil basically was trying to say was there ain't nobody you need to do these moves on. You could just overpower them. Everyone's smaller than you. You know what I'm saying? The people that's taller than you, like Wimbayana, they way skinnier. You know what I'm saying? They way less. So he trying to say like Giannis, you could just overpower these dudes. You don't need to go pay Hakeem 50K to learn these moves when you could just overpower these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna be taller than them or stronger than them or faster than them. Like he trying to say you don't need it, but he trying to improve his game. He just trying to add something to his game. And to me, there ain't nothing wrong with trying to improve or add nothing to your game. So why not go learn it from Hakeem? You know what I'm saying? So like, I agree with you. Like, I don't like the Gil statement. You know what I'm saying? I know what he trying to say, but for the kids out there, for the young people growing up, I don't like the statement at all. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely think Giannis is doing the right thing, going to learn a little something. And even if he only use it
well,
10% of the time, you know what I'm saying?
he gonna use footwork. Now the moves is different. That's why I think Gil is, to me is not separated. He's looking at moves. Yeah, the dream shake, sky hook. Yeah, those moves. Obviously, niggas don't shoot sky hooks or jump hooks no more in basketball. Period.
Mm.
So I get that. Yeah, why are you paying 50K? Who gonna help? Who gonna do that? I get that. But still, you could come and average 20 points just doing jump hooks nowadays because it's not a physical game, so you're not gonna get pushed out the lane. Rick Smits right now will come in and he would have killed in today's era. Just catching in a quick jump hook, right hand jump hook, left hand jump hook.
I'll tell you
Easy.
who else. If Bam Adebayo need to go visit Hakeem. Imagine if Bam
Just get a jump hook.
just took right and took some of Hakeem game and put it in his game. You know what I'm saying?
And
Especially him being shorter. Bro, come on, bro.
and
Come on.
this is why I don't like those statements because it's like bro. They need to get back to the if like, you brought up the perfect back to the fundamentals, basics of catching the post, one dribble. Now he, like you said, Giannis making the point of, oh, Giannis got the power. He get his power. Okay, Gil. So Bam got he could one dribble, power, jump hook. Who's
Right.
stopping that in the league? It ain't
Exactly.
that many 7-footers, so he don't got to worry about too many block shots, and he's athletic enough to where he could jump over certain people on the jump hook and right in the basket. But what is he doing every time you see Bam? He's catching it, facing up, trying to put it on the floor, do a
Right.
move. He can't do the same move every time coming back. Another person, Anthony Davis, if he just came down and did every quarter,
If he was
5 possessions,
right
catching in the
hook,
post,
left hook, oh my god.
who's stopping that? What did Tim Duncan do for years? What did he do for years? So it's like it's like Dill, you want to make a point, but nah, don't use certain legends because then you taking away what
Watering it
should be
down.
happening in the game.
Right.
These little things, dudes would be so much better. The game would be so much better if they was just doing the little fundamentals,
And
sky
like you
hooks.
said, Gil was somebody that watched all different players. He was a move stealer. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that he took from anyone he could, you know what I'm saying, and learn from, but now you telling these other people don't. It's like, bro, that's why I say like, bro, he go up on his tangents, bro. Like he do it just to try and prove his point. And it's like, bro, like you like a lot of people gonna take you as 100%. You really mean this, bro, when you know that you wouldn't even did that with your game. You know what I'm saying? So like don't just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell him how to act as a man, but don't do that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just try and break it down in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like he the type he gets so hyped on camera, like he just gonna talk crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Gil, he just a wild boy. But nah, definitely I think he doing the right thing. Go learn some moves from Hakeem. A lot of these big shit, bro. Like you said, bro. They can't, bro. They can't fucking post you up, back you down, turn over left shoulder hook, turn over right shoulder hook. They can't, bro. Nobody
It's
even do
only
that.
it's only two big men in the league, three big men in the league that do that. Jokic, Embiid, and Sabonis.
Yep, yep.
And it's like that's sad to me. And then when I hear statements like this, it makes me my heart even hurt more because like,
Mm-hmm,
bro, we just missing the small fundamentals. The game could be so much better than what it is if we just brought back just a little bit of the fundamentals.
mm-hmm,
You could keep all the 3 point. If you wanted to keep all the three, that's cool. But it's still fundamentals that you could have within all the 3 point shooting
mm-hmm.
that you could kill with big men. We just seen the last two, and this is why my last point before we move on. This is why I don't like this statement. Just for the fact that the last 2 years in the NBA has been big men that won the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So to say to not learn from Hakeem, learn moves from Hakeem, or those moves in the '90s not working, but we seen MB when he do catch in the post, what he doing? They say that look like Olajuwon.
Plus, Giannis needs something because really, I ain't even gonna lie. Most of Giannis' career really just been off his raw talent and body size.
Yeah,
Like let's be honest. Like what do Giannis specialize in? What do Giannis do that's great besides his
try to
size,
Euro force to the paint.
speed, his athleticism, yeah, and his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I'm not saying he don't work to improve on his game. Like he improved a lot. He improved his dribbling. He improved how to attack the basket, his angles. Like he improved so much. You know what I'm saying? His shooting. You know what I'm saying? He improved it all. But what I'm saying is like that's it's still been a lot off of his raw talent, bro. Like so, if he was to get post up moves now, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine if two things got better this season: his post up moves and his 3 point shooting. Already they can't stop him, and he don't have neither one of those. So now if his post up and his 3 point shooting went up, it's over. You know what I'm saying? He
And
he became a better passer already. Like he been improved in a lot of ways, but he don't do nothing super elite besides attack the basket. And I still gotta give that mostly to his size, his speed, his athleticism, like I said. So, bro, if he improves his 3 point and his post up, oh man.
And this from a this from a small basketball aspect. One, you helping him cut down on his injuries because now he's not driving to the basket as much or forcing himself to the basket. So you know when you do that, you kind of open up yourself for injuries. Anything can happen. And then two, he won't be tired as much in the fourth quarter because you're not pushing him, so he can get a couple of easier baskets in the post. Because now his athleticism that close to the basket with a nice little touchdown, some footwork, who gonna stop him?
Yeah.
Who
And
gonna
it
stop
and
him
it's
with
and
the
it's just
with a
high and
Kareem skyhook?
it's high percentage shots. Not to mention, they gonna have to double him, right? So he gonna get better shots for his teammates, right? He gonna be able to facilitate from better spots on the court because he still facilitate from the wing or he facilitate from when he driving to the basket and they try and close in on him and he kick out. But now you'll be able to set up high post, mid post, low post, post up, and facilitate from there. That's way easier to facilitate from. You know what I'm saying? Pick a team apart like that. You know what I'm saying? So it will only help his game, bro. If he get a fade, bro, honestly, he need to go tap in with Dirk too. If he could get that fade that Dirk got, you know what I'm saying? Go tapping him with Dirk, or even better, go tapping in with the dude who used to train Dirk. You know what I'm saying? To get to hit that fade and all that, bro. Tap in with both of them because if he got a mid range fade, he could shoot over people just like Dirk, easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
And you got to look at it from the aspect is he's not gonna get younger. He only gonna get older. So as he get older, he's gonna have to start to play closer to the basket. And we seen certain players, i.e. Shaq, when he got older, he didn't have nothing to rely on. Once the being a big bully and the athleticism went, he looked like dirt. He went from looking good to dirt just like that. Just like that, where we saw Tim Duncan, he was able to still average 16 later in his career and 17 later in his career because this was straight fundamentals. And if Giannis figured to play a couple of few more years and get a couple of more checks, you're gonna need the footwork because as I get older, I don't want to be on the wing and trying to dribble and
I
doing all that.
think this past injury though, I think that's one of the reasons too why he going over there to Hakeem. Because the last injury he got, the way he fell, I
Yeah,
think
all
he
that
know.
driving to the
I think
basket.
he know. Like, yo, listen, man, I need something else. You know what I'm saying? I need something else.
That's a
But
lot.
nah,
And at the end of the day, Jordan kind of laid the foundation of when you get older, get to that mid range, get to that post. You perfect that, nigga. You could play a lot of more years because you ain't doing too much. You right there.
that's a fact.
So more of the story is I ain't really jacking that. What's your moral of your story for that?
Nah, I ain't jacking it, man. Get in the lab, man. Add something to your games. Like, bro, like how many people like, bro, like Shay is usually the people that guard him, he usually bigger than he usually bigger than the people that guard him, right? Now, he's so good offensively, he don't need to get no mid-range fade or nothing. But imagine if he just do that in his game now. You know what I'm saying? Just do it in his game now. That's just another way they can't stop you. That's another way for when the game slow down. It's not such high pace. You know what I'm saying? Or the defense is guarding you a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you add something in where now they can't guard you a certain way. You know what I'm
Just
saying? Like it's just different things, bro. Like
and, and they use the late great Kobe Bryant where once he went to see Olajuwon, he just didn't use though that the footwork for the post. He used it on the wing. He used it at the high post. He used it at the free throw lines. You seen when he played the Knicks, and he doing spinning. He's spinning off of 1 foot and then pivoting it this way, doing all that. All that come from Olajuwon. He just said, okay, let me take this footwork, but let me use it in different spots now on the court because nobody ever seen that type of footwork at the top of the key, at the 3 point line on the wing. So it's like, bro, you could take the footwork. You don't have to stay in the post with the footwork. Is now you have the footwork. and you could do certain things. I.e., that's why
Mhm.
Embiid could go from the top of the key, put it on the floor with footwork, catch it, fade at the free throw line, and that's just all footwork.
Yeah.
He ain't
Like
really do
we
nothing
don't even
special.
see jump stop no more. That's something Hakeem used too. You know what I'm saying? Jump stop when he catch the ball. Look at your feet, see how your feet playing. Then he pick his pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's something you gotta think. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you pick your pivot first, the defense could see your pivot, and now they could adjust their defense off of it. But when you don't show them your pivot, and you see their defense and stand first, now you could pick your pivot to have the edge on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just something like people don't think about. You know what I'm saying? People don't do no more. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as somebody catch the ball now, they probably already dribbling. You know what I'm
Yeah, they
saying?
already thinking about the preset move they about to do.
Mm-hmm. So like, and I get it because you know what I'm saying? They're so fast, so athletic. They got so much that like you might not need it right now, but for the people that want to not just be great right now, but be great when they get older, you know what I'm saying? You need that stuff. Not everyone gonna be LeBron James. Not everyone gonna stay healthy most of their career. You know what I'm saying? Stay that physical, that be that fast, that athletic for all these years. You know what I'm saying? That's why LeBron is special. You know what I'm saying? Because not everyone gonna be like him. So most people, when they get older, they're not gonna be as healthy. They're not gonna be as fast, as strong, jump as high, as athletic. So you got to add something else to your game because you're not LeBron James. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna dwindle out the league. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be here later on, add it in now. So then by the time you get there, you good already.
Yeah. Well, over here at Fox Sports Media, we want you to enjoy Gilbert podcast. We fuck with his podcast, but with this subject, don't take it to heart. Like really go out there and get the training from the right people. I don't care if the moves came from the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s. Study it all and put it in your bag in your package. Pause. I
Right.
hate to
I
say
mean, Elgin
pause.
Baylor, he basically invented the fade. We all still fading to this day. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.